Hey there, welcome back. Today, we're jumping straight into a massive shift happening all around us. We're looking at that incredible leap from traditional, heavy-duty machinery right into the world of next-gen digital intelligence. In this explainer, we're going to unpack exactly how modern industries are evolving from these purely mechanical beasts into fully integrated, super smart ecosystems. To kick things off, I want you to really think about this. What does the future of industrial efficiency actually look like? Are we just talking about, slapping together faster robots? Or is there a much deeper, way more complex web of technology at play here? One that literally changes how we produce, power, and sustain our world? Well, to figure that out, we're going to need a map. All right, let's dive right into this master blueprint from Devi Automation Solutions. It's basically a perfect microcosm of the fourth industrial revolution. By deconstructing this one ecosystem, we can map out exactly how raw physical muscle and advanced digital brains are merging together. Take their central value proposition: smart technology, powerful solutions, better tomorrow. This really isn't just catchy marketing copy. It's the overarching why behind all the complex machinery and lines of code we're about to unpack. And right below that, we've got a built-in operational triad: automate, innovate, elevate. Let's use this as our guiding philosophy today. Basically, you start by automating the manual labor, then you innovate by layering in intelligence, and finally, you elevate the entire system's output. Make sense? Okay, section 1, core industrial hardware. Let's get right into it. Check out those massive rows of heavy-duty control panels. This right here, this is the sheer muscle of the operation. Before you can even think about having advanced AI floating up in the cloud, you absolutely have to have these physical, rugged systems bolted securely to the factory floor. So let's break down our first major acronym: PLC automation. PLC stands for Programmable Logic Controller. Honestly, you can think of these as the ruggedized digital brains that govern all that traditional machinery. They are the absolute bedrock of reliable manufacturing. Because unlike your standard laptop, which, let's face it, might crash if you just look at it wrong, PLCs are built to survive extreme temperatures, aggressive vibrations, and electrical noise. They just keep executing precise commands without missing a beat. Right alongside that, we have VFD drives, or variable frequency drives. These are incredibly critical components because they control electric motor speed. See, instead of an industrial motor just screaming away at full blinding speed all day, regardless of the actual workload, a VFD intelligently adjusts the power based on exact real-time demand. This ties directly into that promise of maximum efficiency, drastically cutting down on power waste and stopping mechanical wear and tear in its tracks. But keep in mind, an ecosystem like this requires some intense physical architecture. Control panel manufacturing is where those PLCs, VFDs, and all that intricate wiring finally come together into a secure, engineered nerve center. It's literally the physical housing that makes all this automation possible in the real world. All right, moving on to section 2, next-gen intelligence. Right at the heart of this blueprint, we hit the true intersection of hardware and software. We've got a circuit board, a robotic arm, a jolt of power, and crucially, those AI and IoT cloud icons hovering right above it all. This is where the innovate part of our triad really comes to life. When we categorize these elements, the magic really becomes clear. Over on one side, traditional automation gives us highly reliable systems. But on the other side, emerging intelligence is what actually yields smart solutions. The true game-changing power of a modern industrial ecosystem happens when these two columns finally bridge together. Let's demystify IoT for a second, the Industrial Internet of Things. Essentially, this connects all those physical manufacturing instruments out there to broader digital networks. So suddenly, your heavy machinery is equipped with sensors, talking to other machines, and sharing performance data in real time. Pretty wild, right? And there's a really vital distinction here between industrial automation and artificial intelligence. Industrial automation, like that robotic welding arm, executes complex, repetitive physical tasks with just mind-blowing precision. But AI? AI is the invisible layer that analyzes the data from those tasks to predict when a machine might break down or to optimize the entire workflow on the fly. They complement each other perfectly. Which brings us to section 3, sustaining the future. Notice that subtle but super important green leaf embedded right into the center of the logo, paired with that solar panel array sitting out in a lush green field? This tells us a really important story. This high-tech ecosystem isn't just confined to dark, windowless factories anymore. Looking at the smart agriculture piece, we see exactly how this tech pushes out into the natural world. By applying IIoT sensors and automated watering or harvesting systems to crop management, our food production starts to achieve the exact same level of precise, data-driven efficiency as a modern automotive assembly line. Then, of course, there's the solar energy solutions pillar. Because let's be real, powering all these automated intelligent systems, running the massive servers for AI, and driving heavy machinery, that requires an unbelievable amount of energy. Explicitly linking renewable solar energy to an automation ecosystem is really the only way to ensure that a sustainable future is actually achievable. And finally, Section 4, the final takeaway. So this entire ecosystem really culminates in 4 core promises: smart solutions, reliable systems, maximum efficiency, and a sustainable future. We can now clearly see the recipe here. The hardware creates the reliability, the AI brings the smarts, and the green tech guarantees the sustainability. Before we wrap up, it's definitely worth pointing out the call to action for Devi. With their contact info, social links, and a prompt to subscribe to their channel for automation tips, projects, and innovative solutions. It's just a great reminder that this is an ever-evolving field. Mastering the fourth industrial revolution, that requires continuous, focused learning. So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. How will you combine traditional hardware with next-gen intelligence to elevate your own industry? Keep analyzing, keep innovating. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.